Okay, so now on to how the whole dad father thing transitioned. Okay, so I explained to y'all what a dad is. You know, some people just call him a sperm donor. Um, but that's fine. You know, whatever. Um, at the age of, actually, you know what? At the age of, man, how old was I? I think at the age of 14. Age of 14, I was desperate to find a father figure. I knew I needed that in my life. I knew I needed a strong male figure in my life, and it just was not happening. Um, my mother is a strong mother. She has played the mother and father role forever. Um, and you know, major props to y'all mothers who do that, who still rocking that. To be honest, every kid is their has their own mind, and I just don't know how y'all do it. I'm not gonna find out either. But God bless y'all. Um, my mother was not gonna shack around. She was not gonna sleep around. She was not gonna be no, you know, sugar daddy. She was just not gonna do it. She was gonna stay mother and father. But I feel like, okay, well that's fine, but I still need me a male father figure. You know, I need to place one, you know, there so that I can get some kind of guidance, even though you're not with anybody. So, the age of 14, um, God bless me so good, um, with this male figure that I still have in my life at the age 28. Um, he is in every sense of the word a father, and I bless God for it. I bless God for him. Um, this might be a short video. I mean, I mean he's just great. I mean, I call him dad. He has his own kids, children. They're grown just like me, and they know I call him father. You know, call him my dad. It took them a long time to get used to it. They didn't want to get used to it. They used to like try to ban me out. I wasn't trying to hear it because I named it and claimed it as my father, and that's who he is. So I, it was simple. It was really simple. God gave him to me. I walked up to him one day. First, I asked my mom. I said, can I ask him to be my father? You know, or be someone, you know, as a father figure or whatever. She said, you know, yeah, go ask him or something like that. I think she said, you know, I have to ask. I think I asked her to ask him. She's like, you asked him, or so I asked him. And I have a question to ask you. Da, da, da. But yeah, it's like, would you mind, or you know, yeah, would you mind being my father? You know, father figure or whatever. You know, and I was 14, so I'm not, you know, I wasn't retarded. I knew that he already had a wife and he had children, but I was asking him to take me in as you know one of his as well, you know, and he accepted. Wow, I mean that's my breath away because you know that means that he was accepting me as well, you know, and every sense of the word, a father, he has did everything but beat my butt, and that's because I think I was too old to get my butt whooped uh, at that time. I mean, yeah, I don't know. but he has fussed at me. He's never cursed me out. I'm sure he wanted to, but he has totally like yelled my ear off. He has fussed at me. He has prayed for me. He's given me encouragement. He's given me the tools. He's given me the words. He's given me the words from God. He sings the scripture. Ooh, what has he not done? Um, and he's given me the truth. He's given me sound wisdom. He's told me how to treat my husband to be. He's told me about men in general, how they think, how they act. He's done everything. He's done everything. Still doing it. In a matter of like 14. Wait, yeah, 14 years. 14 years. Yeah, 14 years. So, I mean, wow. 14 years. Mhm. Awesome. So while I was a teen, he started teaching me and being a father to me. Done a wonderful job. He's very proud of me, and I'm very proud of him being my father. um, Before him and after him and during him, the father of all fathers is God, and I thank God for God being God and loving me and showing me how to love myself and showing me my self worth, um, keeping me and saving my soul, loving me when I didn't know how to be loved and didn't want to be loved and didn't love myself. He's always been there when I've been alone and crying, and while I've been happy. He's been the reason why I've been happy and why I'm still happy because he's just that good, and I thank God for him, for God being God. God is definitely my father. He's not a figment of my imagination. He's not the man upstairs. He is my father, my protector, my provider, my healer, my strength, my direction, my comfort, my everything. And I just thank God for being God, for showing me who I am, and for teaching me life lessons, making me laugh. God is definitely funny in the funny business. Who is he is? And, again, for blessing me with the Father and the Spirit, the godly figure I had to look up to now, Father, the figure I have for me, and a great man I have before me. He's taught me and he's shown me how a man should treat his woman and how he should treat his wife and treats his children. Awesome. So, I have every right to expect that from my husband to be when that comes into place. So, I think that is it for that segment. Um, I do want to say one thing too. No, two things. One is parents. It's a good sign that your child is being raped or has been raped and is not lying about being raped when they, no matter what age, well, excuse me, if they're between the ages of 4 and 10, and they can graphically tell you in detail what the person did to them. They can show you with stuffed animals. They can tell you. You can ask questions. Did they do this? And they shake their head yes. They're not lying. I don't care what the man says or what the woman says or what the babysitter says or what the uncle says or what the grandparent says. They're not lying. They can't be graphic because every parent teaches their child, or most parents do, teach their child about the birds and the bees. And even movies or TV shows show you the birds and the bees, but they don't get that graphic. So if a child can tell you or agree with you that this is what happened to them, they're not lying. They can't make that kind of stuff up. Think about it. Parents, it's not too late to wake up. It's not too late to wake up. Um, oh, second thing. The situation was with my dad. That situation actually kept haunting me and took me into many spirals down. Um, and I was never really over it, to be honest. And then like last year, this year, no, last year in March, he passed away. And even in the obituary, I didn't go to his funeral because I wasn't invited, and neither was my mother. We weren't told about it. Um, but anyways, even on the obituary, he didn't spell my name right. No one did. Obviously, he didn't write it because he was dead. But I mean, the family, you know, like so, you know, uh, I have forgiven him already. But you know, the thing is, the visions, the memory, you know, kept trying to haunt me, and something that I had to keep praying about and keep asking God to help me because I knew I was over it, you know, and I loved him, but you know, not but it's just that the visions kept coming of the things that had happened, even though I knew I was not, you know, that person and it wasn't my fault and I forgiven him and you know, uh, so I'm just saying to say that you know whether he had died physically or not, you know that those visions couldn't keep haunting me because I had already given it over to God. So that's all I want to say on that. Okay, have a good night.